Before you drink too much, can I please have your attention? Thank you, Lorena. That was beautiful. I'm not as gifted as a speaker, so I did have some note cards here. First off, before I get started, I would like to wish all the mothers a happy Mother's Day. I know it's been said, but it's great to say it again. Thank you for spending this special day here with us. I'd also like to recognize the beautiful mother of the bride, Linda. She looks stunning today. And then also, I would like to recognize our amazing mother, Crystal. We can't thank you enough for all that you've done for us. We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for our mom. And literally, I mean that. If you can't tell already, you can see that Nina, Angela, and Tazzy are all far better looking than us boys. And so you're probably thinking to yourself, how did they get so lucky? Well, the answer is our mother. All of our women love us for our kind and generous hearts imparted onto us by our mother. And from the bottom of our hearts, we thank and we love you, Mom. Finally, I would like to thank the matriarch of our family, Marilyn Adler.
Oh, that's what I became.
We are so happy that you can be here for this joyful occasion.
Just call me Grandma. I can't see my... Here comes the matriarch. What'd I
I would also like to mention someone that couldn't be here with us today. Our late grandfather, Murray.
Yes.
He loved Nina very dearly.
He would have loved to have been.
Yeah, and he loved Nina very dearly, and I know he's thrilled to see you marry his grandson, Noah.
And you know what he told me? Well, we had last things, and I didn't want to hear it, naturally. He says, you're going to live to see our grandchildren get married. And I said, oh, cut it. I don't want to forget you are. But
He's smiling down on
just don't forget me and remind them that I love them. They're all wonderful guys.
All right, now on to the roast. Settle down.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right. But in all seriousness, there comes a time in everyone's life when they meet their one true love, their soulmate, the person that's going to know and love them for the rest of their life. That moment came for Noah 28 years ago when I was born. I guess I should introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Enoch, Noah's younger, better looking brother. To be asked by Noah today to be his best man is a huge honor for me. Growing up, Noah, Sam, and I were polar opposites. Noah was book smart, bossy, and competitive. I was kind, creative, and compassionate. Those are my words. And Sam was stubborn, hands-on, and to put it nicely, the baby of the family. It is because of our different but distinct personalities that we did fight. A lot. A typical day would be Noah pleading Sam and I to go play baseball with him in the yard. Since Noah loved to play sports all day, every day. And win. Hold on, Sam, I'll get to that. Sam and I would reluctantly agree, and the game would begin. Well, about halfway into the first inning, the bigger and stronger brother, Noah, would be destroying us. Sam, being a baby, or maybe just smart, would say, okay, I quit. Well, Noah never liked a quitter. So he would tell us that we had to continue to play. Me being the peacekeeper, I would say, how about just one more inning, Sam? And Noah, being stubborn, would say, no. Oh, sorry, bossy, not stubborn, bossy. And he would say, we will play until I say the game is over. Next thing you know, all hell would break loose with balls, bats, gloves flying, my mom yelling, keep it down out there. But little do we know
And the dog's barking.
And me saying, can't we all just get along? But little do we know then that Noah was just preparing us for the real world, where you can't just quit because you're outmatched and down in the count. This rule applied to most things for Noah, except when it came to losing to Samurai in anything. Most of you know that I am a runner, but not many of you know that I began running because of Noah. No, it's not what you think. That wasn't a joke. He joined the track team, and me wanting to be like my big brother, I signed up the following year. Every race that year, I got closer and closer to beating Noah. And I remember in the final meet only being a few steps behind him, but he didn't quit. However, he did skip track the next year. And from that point on, he decided he was switching to soccer. To this day, Noah is one of the few people on the planet that I've raced but never beaten. And he reminds me of it.
I did quit when he was in 7th grade.
But with that being said, Noah has been and always will continue to be one of my biggest running fans. When Noah was about 15, I remember the first time he ever mentioned anything about lawyers. Noah had just returned from a summer away in Colorado with our older sister Daisy, who we all looked up to very much.
Still do.
And I remember any argument we would get into with Noah, he would say, "Talk to my lawyer, Daisy." And this would be normal except for one little fact. Daisy isn't a lawyer. But I think Noah just loved and admired Daisy so much that she could be whatever he wanted her to be, and thus followed in her footsteps. I don't know, maybe that's a stretch, but it's my story, so I'm sticking to it. As we got older, not much changed, and Noah, Sam, and I remained very close throughout middle and high school, and then Noah went off to college. I remember it being very hard to be away from Noah. Noah brings so much energy and excitement to all that he does, so he was barely missed around the house. After some time, I went off to college as well, and then finally in a senior year of law school, we were reunited. This was a very special year to me, because Noah and I were no longer just brothers, but more friends and college roommates. It was during this year that Nina and Noah met. Sorry, I promised I wouldn't cry. That Nina and Noah met. I remember instantly liking Nina, and from that point on, we've always got along great. I know it's my job as the best man to talk Noah up, but the truth of the matter is that we all know Noah is very lucky to have Nina as his wife. Not only is Nina beautiful, but she's also extremely intelligent. She's one of the strongest women I know, and I'm honored to be able to call you my sister, Nina. Finally, I would like to thank Noah and Nina for their generosity in hosting all of us at this amazing wedding.
Yes.
Noah and Nina are two of the most giving and generous people I know, and they never ask for anything in return. Not only are they generous with their wealth, but they are also giving of their time and love despite their demanding schedules. Ever since Noah was a young man, he has been coaching, mentoring, and caring for his family. Noah is one of the most passionate, hardworking, loving, giving, and Noah, sorry man, I can't read this last one. Noah, through thick and thin, good and bad, you are my big brother. I will always look up to you and admire you. Nina, I couldn't be any happier that you are now part of our family. Seeing the two of you together just looks complete. I wish you nothing but happiness, love, and success for the rest of your years. If you'll join me in raising a glass to toast the happy couple.
Cheers.
Noah and Nina. Love is a force more impressive than any other, because it is invisible. It cannot be seen, but it can transform you in a moment and offer you more joy than any material possession ever could. Congratulations, we love you.